Hey, listen, welcome back to the PSC Day of Giving live show. Listen, this morning show was phenomenal. Then our midday show, but our 5 o'clock show, it is, you have some very special people that's going to be a part of this show. So I'm excited. I'm asking you to go on and come on in, share, give us some hearts, give us some likes, share this post from our PSC Facebook page or YouTube page. Go ahead in the chat. We want to know who you are. We want to know your organization. We want to know your class year. We want to know about you. So go ahead and put a fond memory in the comment box. But we are excited about PSC Day of Giving 2020. Let me tell you, we have a very, very, very special guest with us right now. I am so excited about being able to bring this individual in. I know you're wondering, like, hey, who are you talking about? Who are you so excited about? Listen, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to bring this very special guest in right now. You're going to be blown away once I let him in. Once I let him in, you're going to be blown away. Are you ready? Are you ready for this special guest? Are you ready for this special guest? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here's our special guest, our 14th president, Dr. Roderick L. Smothers. I am so excited about you being here with us today. Smothers, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Listen, Dr. Smothers, I can't even contain it. All last night, all this morning, I have been bombarded with people asking about this box. What is in the box? How can I get the box? Listen, Dr. I need you, before I go any further, I need you to speak about the box. What is in the box? How can I get the box? And listen, I already know that the box is not free. So I'm not saying how can I get the box for free? I know, but I'm excited about this box. I'm really excited about this box. So Dr. Smothers, please tell us about this box.
Well, Mr. Cooper, I don't know if you're more excited about seeing me today or about seeing the box that I brought with me. However, I'm going to talk about the box, and let me say how proud I am to have witnessed all day long you as an alumnus of Philander Smith College and all of the alums who have been on this exchange with you and supporters to support our annual Day of Giving. This means so much for Philander Smith College, so much for our students who are absolutely amazing, and so much for our vision to move Philander forward. Even during COVID-19, even during a racial pandemic, we continue to do amazing things to uplift our community of scholars. So kudos to you and congratulations for what I know is going to be a very, very, very successful day. I know we're going to be going well into the night with our promotion. And so it's not too late. In fact, I hope that those who are watching right now will consider giving a gift. And speaking of gifts, I did bring with me just one of the boxes that, to your point, Mr. Cooper, everybody has been talking about. And so in this box, and I'm not gonna open it today, I still wanna keep the suspense going a little bit, but I will tell you, you don't wanna miss out on getting your PSC box. Because in this box, first, is a lot of love. These items were curated and produced just for those individuals who show Philander Smith College some love through the gifts that we often say don't jingle, but that crinkle a little bit, a few dollars. And all you have to do is give $250 to support student scholarships, to support for our students who are doing amazing things in our athletics program, and to support our choir, which, as you know, has been absolutely traveling the country, making you proud. I don't know if you've caught them lately, but they're doing amazing things. Well, in order to get this box, you have to show some support for our students. Just the gift of $250. So here's it. Here's what's in it. The first item that's going to be in this box, and if you go to my Facebook page or if you go to the college's Facebook page, you can see a picture of these items. The first is going to be a flash drive. Now, I know that today that a lot of folks are using the cloud to store their important documents and so forth. But at Philander Smith College, we're still using flash drives because these flash drives are not your average flash drive that you pick up at Office Depot. They are actually emblematic of the Philander Smith College Panther. And so you get a flash drive that you can put on your keychain that looks like a panther. Now that, I know you're excited about that. Then on top of that, you're gonna get a mask. Now, this is a nice mask. I brought my mask with me. This is what we call the president's mask, but everyone will get a special mask that's gonna have the same logo that you have on the flash drive. And it will be proudly displayed on the mask, just like this P, not the same P, but the Philander Panther. All right, so you can get a flash drive and you're gonna get a mask. Now that alone is enough, right? Because remember, you're not buying the items in the box. You are supporting Philander Smith College, and this is just our special way to say thank you for those items. So you're gonna get a flash drive, you're gonna get a mask, and then Ms. Ficklin told me to say this, you're gonna get a beanie that goes on your head right now. Everybody, the students are always teasing me, Mr. Cooper, about my waves. And, I struggle with whether or not I would wear the beanie because I'm gonna mess up my waves. So, but I'm gonna wear the beanie. And so you will catch me this winter sporting the Philander Smith College special beanie that will be given to everyone who gets this box. And every student will also get a beanie. So you'll see the students walking around on the yard with this beanie on. So you excited yet, Mr. Cooper?
I'm excited. I'm excited. Look at my head. I need the beanie.
I really, because your alums have been, those who graduated with you around your era, they've been the ones texting me all day today saying, Mr. President, when are you gonna tell us about this box and the content? And I said, well, just go on and give you a gift because I promise you it's gonna be worth everything you invest in for the box. And the last item that I'm gonna share today is the item that really, oh goodness, Miss Veronica Nesbitt over in Dallas, the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I can see her cuddled up on the sofa now, or Miss Geraldine Miller. I can see her cuddled up, or Miss Catherine Wortham up in Chicago, who will really need this next item. She'll need it more than they'll need it down in Dallas. And that is a beautiful Philander Smith College blanket adorned in the colors of green and gold with the Philander Smith College logo on it. It's so nice. Like by itself, I'd pay $250 for just the blanket, Mr. Cool. All of these items are gonna come in this special gift box for those who are supporting Philander Smith College on our day of giving. And we're just very, very, very excited about it. So there you go, Mr. Cooper. You can tell the world that, hey, we know firsthand what's in the Philander Smith College gift box.
So listen, Dr. Smothers, I know that
hey, Mr. Cooper, speaking of gift box, now look, I got a special gift for you. I told you we were doing big today. So today we got, come on, sit right here, Mr. Mayor. We have the mayor of the city of Little Rock.
Oh my goodness, the great mayor. Oh.
Let me say this, like we need to give him an honorary degree. He did not get his degree from Philander Smith College, but we need to give him an honorary one because every time we need him, every time I say show up for Philander Smith College, guess what? Let me pull this other chair over so you can see me. I want the mayor. Mayor, this is my slot. Now, if anyone I share it with, it would be with the mayor. So today, he came down with his check. Now, I told him it would be at least $250. So he's going to write a $250 check or more to get his Philander Smith College gift box. So I want to hand this to the mayor.
Which I've already paid for.
And Mr. Cooper, I know you were not expecting this today. You know, I always come with surprises, but I asked the mayor to just stop by and tell our community of scholars a few special things about how he feels that Philander Smith College is supporting the great city of Little Rock.
Well, first and foremost, it's just a pleasure to be with you today. Dr. Smothers is not only a dear friend, he's a consummate higher education professional. He's a consummate community leader. And anytime that we've asked for help from Philander Smith College and its stellar students and faculty, they've always paved the way, they've always showed up, and we're grateful. And that's why we here at the city of Little Rock have to show up and step up for Philander Smith College. That's the reason why we're working on a number of different public-private partnerships right now that we're ready to announce here in the next few weeks, all because of the leadership of Dr. Smothers and his entire team. So thank you for everyone who's here today. But also the real reason why we're here, we have to raise more money for the work that's being done at Philander Smith College for our students from a scholarship perspective, as well as all of the advocacy work that they're doing to change lives and change communities. So I'm encouraging, not only if you have $1 or $1 million, we want you to make sure that you send those dollars to Philander Smith College so they can continue to do their work, and I dare say their ministry. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. We appreciate you. And you, of course, are doing an excellent job in the city of Little Rock. All of the changes that we see occurring right before our eyes, we know they are occurring because of your dynamic leadership. And so thank you so much, and thank you for always being there to support Philander Smith College and its students.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
everyone have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm gonna walk you right here. All right, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Okay.
Hey.
So, Mr. Cooper.
Yes, sir.
What's next on the? I told you I had a surprise for you. So not only did I come with a gift, I brought you the mayor to talk about. Now that I'm back in the room by myself, I'm going to take my mask off. I brought you the mayor of the city of Little Rock to encourage and to promote giving on our day of giving here at Philander Smith College. And so I don't think it gets any better than that. I hope that I have fulfilled your expectations for my segment this afternoon, and I'm sure you got some other questions you want to ask me real quick. So I'm all yours now.
Dr. Smothers, really, you answered my next question. And did you see that for those the box? I'm guessing the box comes with the mayor. No, I'm playing. No, but you really already spoke to what I was going to ask you. And my question was, why is it so important for us as alums and community partners and friends of Philander Smith College to support HBCUs like Philander Smith College in such a time as this, in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of what's going on? Why is that so important?
Yeah, you know, I was sitting up late last night, honestly, penning what I'm hoping will be an op-ed that I'll release sometime over the next few weeks that really talks about all of the attention that you have seen going to our historically Black colleges and universities in the last year and a half, really, but more so since the onset of COVID-19 and since the onset of what we call the other part of the twin pandemic that's going on in America, that's centered around the severe racial injustices that are going on. And I will tell you, all of a sudden, in the middle of this great, I'm going to pass this on, in the middle of what we refer to of this awakening, individuals are now beginning to see how critically important the historic anchor institutions like Philander Smith College are to providing and training leaders who have the courage to go out and tackle the very critical issues of today. And no doubt, health disparities continues to be one of those critical issues. No doubt, racial injustices and racial insensitivity, white supremacy, all of those things that are really making it very uncomfortable for us really to coexist in this country today because of fear and other things. Historically Black colleges and universities can provide a solution. We are known for being able to train diverse, talented leaders who can go out into the world with the courage that they need and the training that they need to tackle these issues and be advocates for justice. And if you're not able to see that now, if you have not been able to see that in the past, then you certainly should be able to see that now. And that's why it's so very, very important to support institutions like Philander Smith College. I was meeting with a group of philanthropists a couple of weeks ago and reminded them that right up the street from where Philander sits, and we're right up the street from the historic Central High School, really, which was the first, in my opinion, one of the first manifestations of the passage of the Supreme Court ruling on Brown versus the Board of Education. And when those national support groups showed up to support the Little Rock Nine and that integration, it was, in my opinion, a form of a movement. And that movement led to historic changes in education as we know it today. I think that today we are on the cusp of something even greater. And institutions like Philander Smith College have the capacity to move in ways that other institutions cannot move. And that's just simply because that's what we've been doing for so many years. For 143 years here at Philander Smith College, we've been a part of a movement, and that has not changed. And I'm so very happy to be the president at this time with amazing students. And Mr. Coop, I tell you, as an alum, you should be proud right now of your alma mater and the fact that even in the midst of a global health pandemic, that we can survive and we can persist, and we will be better and stronger as a result of all of this.
Dr. Smothers, thank you so much. I am proud as an alum. I appreciate your leadership and how you're moving Philander forward. Thank you so much for spending time with us on this PSC live show. Thank you for our special guest, the mayor. Who would have ever thought that? I'm telling you, that has blown my mind. I was excited about the box, but when the mayor came in here,
absolutely. But
nothing you can do.
That is how we do it here at the P, at Philander Smith College, right? We just do it that way. And so, hey, I'm hoping that the mayor, I asked him earlier, I said, Mayor, I need you to call all of your friends in Little Rock who have the capacity to support this treasure sitting on the hill in Little Rock, overlooking the seat of power right up the street, right down the street from the historic Central High School, yet in a neighborhood that so very much needs the elements of our powerful social justice agenda and mission. You could not be in a more powerful place, and that's Philander Smith College. And we encourage everybody to go to our website at www.philander.edu. We want you to engage with us. We want you to give, but more importantly, we want you to explore all of the amazing things that we have going on right here at Philander Smith College. Text PSC Day 20 to 41444 right now if you like what you're hearing, or if you're just moved by what the mayor said or anything that I've said. We ask that you support our students today.
President Smothers, again, thank you. We appreciate your leadership and all that you're doing to help our students get to and through college here at the great Philander Smith College. So thank you. I know that you have a busy schedule. So again, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Don't forget about your box.
Don't forget about your box. Thank you, President Smothers. Listen, I'm going to go to a commercial break, but I want you to remember to support Philander Smith College. Support our students, our choir, our athletic department. Listen, it is worth it to do it. Sow your seed and watch you get it back double fold. You know I'm a preacher, so I got to tell you that. You'll get it back double fold. Again, thank you, Dr. Smothers. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we have a very special and intelligent, poised young lady who is participating in the Miss PSC pageant. She's one of the contestants. So I'm not going to say her name. I'm going to bring her up next after the commercial. Thank you again, Dr. Smothers, and I'll be talking to you soon. Hi, I'm Kevin Cooper, a proud 2008 PSC alum and your Director of Development. For 143 years, Philander has been a beacon of social justice, strength, and influence. As we are embarking on uncharted territories with this COVID-19 pandemic, new styles of learning and new learning methods, we know that when Philanderians are faced with a challenge, we step up to the plate. That's why we need your help and your support. On October the 13th, 2020, we need you to participate in our PSC Day of Giving. That's right, our annual PSC Day of Giving. So we're calling all of our alums, we're calling all of our community partners, all of our students, faculty, staff, and friends to help us on this day of meeting our goal of $100,000. Now you may be asking, $100,000, where is that going? Well, $25,000 is going to our historic collegiate choir. The other $25,000 is going to our athletic department. $50,000 will be going to scholarships. That's right, scholarships. That's why we need you to be Philander ready, to move Philander forward. And let me not forget, we are bringing back our Greek challenge. So we're calling all of our Divine Nine to help us in a big, big way. October the 13th, 2020, PSC Day of Giving. And we're asking that all of our supporters, alums, everyone, on that day, wear your PSC paraphernalia. Listen, I have my PSC mask. I'm looking forward to seeing you there on October the 13th, 2020. This is going to be a PSC day for the books. Listen, like I was saying, this is going to be a PSC day for the books. Listen, I'm looking forward to bringing up my next guest. Like I said before, she is absolutely phenomenal. She is intelligent. She is poised. She is articulate. I know, who are you talking about? Who is this that you're talking about? I'm talking about one of our Philander women. I'm going to bring her up. I'm excited to bring her on. And so I'm not even going to prolong it. Let me bring her in so that you'll get a chance to meet her and hear what I'm talking about for yourself. All right. All right.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, by the way.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Let me tell you, I like your shirt. I like your shirt.
We're matching.
Listen, so go ahead and tell everybody your name, where you're from, what you're majoring in, and then after that, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Jaren Cooper. I'm from Long Beach, California, and I am a senior psychology student here at the Philander College.
And so let me just say this now, because everyone's gonna be like, hey, that must be Coop's cousin. That's Coop's little sister. Listen, she just decided to wear her PSC shirt like I did this morning. So that's not my cousin, but we're all family here at Philander College. But she is running for Miss Philander College. She is one of our contestants. And so I just wanted to bring her on and give her a platform so that she can just talk to you, so you can meet her and hear her speak and all of that great stuff. So let me ask you a couple of questions. So tell me what brought you to Philander College? How did you get here?
So honestly, like I said, I'm from Long Beach, California. And in California, we do not have any HBCUs. So at the end of my senior year in college, I decided that I wanted to go to an HBCU because it was different and it was out of my comfort zone. So I went to the HBCU affair, and that's where I met, I think it was Mr. Osborne.
Okay, yeah.
Recruiter, and he let me know about Philander, and that's when I decided that I had to go green or gold. Awesome.
So tell me, what has been your experience since you have been here? So tell me a memorable moment. What is something that puts a smile on your face, or sometimes you driving in a car or riding in a car and you just kind of like, it just makes you giggle thinking about some things that have happened here while you at Philander Smith?
An experience that comes to mind is every day when you're walking on campus, all you see is people, and they're all coming together, and the students are on the one way, and they're just, we're all just talking, and we're coming together as a family. And that's just the experience that I love about Philander. Is everyone is a family at this school. It doesn't matter if you're going into your class, your teachers, the professors, your counselors, everyone is a family, and that's what I appreciate so much about being at Philander.
Awesome. So tell us some of the activities or organizations that you are a part of.
So some of the organizations that I'm a part of currently is the Psychology Club, the Spanish Club, where I serve as Miss Spanish Club, actually. I am a former Pantherette, which is a plus-size dance team here at Philander. And I serve as the girls team captain for the track and field team.
Awesome. So you're very involved. So I know one of our other contestants, she shared a little bit of her platform. So I want to ask you to do the same. Tell us a little bit of your platform.
So my platform is self-confidence is the key to your success. Really what that means is I want everyone on Philander's campus to know that with confidence, you can do anything that you put your mind to. So even with me doing the pageant, I had to have confidence to know that I can get through it, that I can achieve what I didn't think I would ever be able to do. So that's why I chose the platform, because with confidence, you can do anything.
Awesome, awesome, absolutely awesome. So I'm gonna ask. This is the last question because I know that you have a busy day. And listen, as I shared with the other contestants, I understand what it is to be in a pageant. So years ago, maybe 20 pounds lighter ago, I was in a pageant. It was called the Mr. Essence pageant. It was a pageant that the AKAs they threw, and it was a very popular pageant on campus at the time, right? And so I understand when you kind of going back and forth in your mind, you're like, am I gonna do it? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. In my mind, I'm not gonna do it. Then you're like, no, your friends are telling you, no, go ahead and do it.
That's
No,
why you need confidence.
that's right. So you need confidence. And so you think about that. Well, I'm not really somebody that like to be in the forefront. I really want to do all of that type of stuff. So all of that, long story short, all of that was going through my mind. And so I ended up doing it, had a blast. I gained some pageant brothers, and those are still my friends to this day. Those are still my friends to this day. So hey, if you're asking like, hey, Coop, did you win? I did not win the pageant. I did not win the pageant. One of my great friends who is a great supporter of the school, he DJs our alumni mixer every year at homecoming. His name is Jason Ifield, and I always call on him, and he looks out for us and still looks out for me. And he winning the pageant. And so you know what? So I understand all of that. So it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of humility to offer yourself during a pandemic, right? So to want to serve because you're doing things in an unconventional way. So you're doing a pageant and you're doing a pageant for an audience of 0, right? So no one is there to cheer you on. You have to kind of just block everything out of your mind and put your best foot forward. And so I know I didn't have wasn't a pandemic going on, but I know some of the headache and the money that goes into it and the stress that goes into it. And so I just want you to know that I am so proud of you. I know that the president of the college is proud of you. That your pageant coach, who is a PSC alum, Miss Sylvia Smith, she's proud of you. And I know that Dean Lovelace, Dr. Lovelace, is proud of you. And so I just want to tell you, thank you for offering yourself to even participate and be a contestant. I'm looking forward to seeing what the outcome is. I know that I believe it's scheduled to be aired on our stream on the 18th of this month.
It's Sunday.
To see that's Sunday. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the outcome is going to be. I'm looking forward to people seeing the beautiful gowns and all that stuff that y'all do, and who's going to be the next Mr. Philander Smith College. So I'm excited. I don't know the outcome, but I'm going to be tuned in on Sunday. Listen, as I asked the last contestant or the last person that was on there that is the contestant, tell me. We know that we have freshmen here, and we know that they are starting their collegiate journey in an unusual way. And so what is something that you would say to them that would encourage them to continue on their journey? You see, look, Dean Lovelace in here popping on here, right? Look at it. She said it is October 18th, 2020 at 7 p.m. Thank you, Dr. Lovelace. You who's watching, but what would you say to them to encourage them to continue the journey, to stay the course? Because we know that with the social distancing and it's just an unconventional way of starting off your collegiate career. So what would you tell them?
It is. Some advice that I would give to our freshmen would be to stay positive. Right now, it's really tough because we are in a pandemic, and not even just for the freshmen. I would just say that to all the Philanderians out there. Stay positive and keep the mindset that you are going to do this and you are going to finish this race. Right now, it seems hard and it seems tough, but we have to remember that we will get through this and we can get through this together.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Miss Cooper, for taking some time out of your day to be with us. I am wishing you well on your pageant, both all and everyone. And I always say this: everyone is a king, everyone is a queen. And so I am going to be watching on October the 18th at 7 p.m.
Yes.
At 7 p.m. And look, this in fact, this young lady right now that you see the comment, Letitia Fox, she is the reason that I was even in the pageant. She got the Mr. Essence pageant. So isn't it amazing? We were just talking about that, and here she is donating. She's a member of AKA. Let me shout out class of 2005 Gamma Alpha, and I'm just, it's those experiences, right? It's those experiences. So thank you so much for yielding yourself and being humble enough to be a servant leader in the middle of a pandemic. I hope that you have an amazing day. Again, we're proud of you. I know the president of the college is proud of you, and all of us and everybody that is viewing, alums, are proud of you. So good. Listen, I'm wishing you well for the pageant. Make sure everybody tune in.
Tune in.
Yes, tune in on this Sunday at 7 p.m. Again, thank you, and
Thank you for having me.
a great day. All right.
Thank
Hello, I'm Roderick Smothers, the 14th president of Philander Smith College, and it is with great pride and honor that I come to you today to ask that you join us for our annual Day of Giving. These are very interesting times. As a world and as a country, and indeed as a college, we are dealing with a number of issues. A global health pandemic, a racial pandemic that is indeed affecting our students. And today, as always, our annual PSC Day of Giving is dedicated to our reason for being here today, our students. We have amazing students. You no doubt are aware that our PSC Lady Panthers are the reigning GCAC champions. We have amazing student athletes. You've also seen probably by now Philander Smith College's collegiate choir's participation in the National HBCU Week. PSC Voices from right here at PSC on the national stage. And you can help us to continue to make that possible by supporting our annual Day of Giving. So join us on Tuesday, October the 13th for our annual PSC Day of Giving. Help us to reach our goal. You can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Twitter, and no doubt you can find us at philander.edu, where we have numerous ways for you to give, for you to make your contributions. And so I challenge you, help us to reach our $100,000 goal for PSC's annual Day of Giving. Support our PSC scholars today. They need you like never before.
All right. Like the president said, we need you like never before. We need your support. We need your donations. This is PSC Day of Giving. We need you. So listen, I have another special guest with us today. I am so excited and so proud of this young lady who is accomplishing so much. She is someone who is articulate. She is very sweet. She is a true leader. And so I am excited to bring her on as my special guest for the PSC live show. Ready or not, here she comes. I am excited. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well. Again, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I know that you are you are our new SGA Vice President.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. Awesome. And SGA is very much so dear to my heart. It's very dear to my heart because I was an SGA president, and my line brother, he was my vice president, and we had a blast, right? We had an absolute blast. And so listen, tell everybody who you are, where you're from, and what you're majoring in.
My name is Aubrey King. I am from Kansas City, Missouri. I am a junior political science major. Shout out to them. I am a member of the Tall Chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, and I currently serve as the SGA Vice President.
So tell us some of the things that you're involved in. I know that you're SGA Vice President. So before you became our Vice President, what else were you involved in?
What wasn't I involved in at this point? I am a social justice fellow for our Social Justice Institute. I was the president of the Political Science Club. I'm in the Honor Student Association, which I served as vice president last year. just so much stuff. I can't even think, but and I intern with politicians in the city, so that's one thing I do. So
Awesome. And so, tell me a memorable moment that you have had in the Philander. Tell me something memorable.
My most memorable and rewarding moment, I wouldn't say it's a moment. It was like a whole summer. I worked the START program after my freshman year, and that was just amazing. I got to bring a new group of Philanderians in, and that was just so rewarding. And now seeing them blossom and be in leadership positions and doing everything on campus is just so rewarding. And I really just appreciate that whole experience.
Okay, I want to put you on the spot. I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked the president, right? Keith, I'm going to ask you the same question. But tell me a staff member, or maybe a faculty member, or an administrator who really just kind of pours into you, tell you can do that, really makes an impact on you. Now, understand this. I know that there probably are multiple ones, right? So I'm not getting you in trouble. I am just putting that disclaimer out that you have multiple ones. I know that, and you know that. But if you could highlight maybe one or two for me, that would be absolutely phenomenal.
Ooh, okay. Current faculty member. Okay, I'm gonna give two because I'm extra. So first, I would say Miss Bowens. If anybody knows Miss Bowens, you know she's just so loving and caring. Everybody calls her Mama Bowens. Like she'll look out for you in any situation. I just really appreciate that from her. She's been looking out for me since I've been at Philander, and I just really appreciate her. Another one, I would say probably Miss Clowney. That's my honors mama too. She always looking out for me. Anything I need, I'll call her anytime, and she's always there for me. I bother her so much, and she still keeps me around. So I really appreciate her as well.
Awesome, and let me shout out Dr. Clown and Johnson because she's been with us all day long, tuning in, and so I want to make sure that I shouted her out. And we have some phenomenal administrators and staff members and faculty members that really support the students here at Philander, and that was my experience too. If I be honest, that was my experience. I had so many people from Miss Owens in the registrar office to Miss Hunter to Miss Jennifer to, I mean, if I list everybody, I'm about to get myself in trouble, right? But that was my experience. I had people really told me that they believed in me, and so that is important. That is the culture of Philander Smith, is to believe in their students. And so I'm glad that you are sharing the same experience that I share. So this is my last question because I know you have a busy schedule and it's a beautiful day outside. So same question I've been asking student leaders all day and alums. We know that the freshmen have come in, and they come in a conventional way in the middle of a pandemic. At this time last year, we weren't wearing no masks. We were getting ready for probates and things like that, and getting ready for homecoming and those type of things. And y'all were, I think around this time, y'all were going to the gala. And so we know that this is unconventional times, in that they are not getting those same experiences that we might have had, right? Or that you might have had through your matriculation of coming through Philander Smith College. And so tell me something that you would tell them that would encourage them to stay the course, not to give up. So what is something that you would say to them?
My biggest piece of advice would be to get involved. I feel like being involved makes your college experience so much more fulfilling and rewarding, especially for me, because I know it's days that I don't want to do this homework and I just want to give up on school. But sometimes that motivation of me being in leadership positions and me being in organizations helps me to move along, because I know if I'm not in school, I can't be in these organizations doing what I'm doing. So that's really a motivation. So I would just say get involved as much as you can. It's also a way to meet a lot of people, make a lot of connections, and that's very important for college.
Awesome. And I know that I'm glad you kind of brought that up. And I know I said that was the last question, but you said something that really stuck out to me, and that was not wanting to, like, sometimes you just don't feel like, especially in the pandemic, you just don't feel like doing the homework. You don't feel like, some of your classes are virtual. And so it is very important that you get a pattern down and that you stay focused. And I know that this can be a lot. Sometimes even as professionals, we can get Zoom fatigue, right? We can get Zoom fatigue. And I know students, if we're getting it as administrators, staff members, faculty members, I know that students get that. And so I'm glad to hear that that you all are relating as student leaders, understanding that the students may feel that way. And I already know that you all have things planned for SGA that will help them to blow off steam and to get refocused and just for them to feel connected. So again, I want to say kudos to you and your leadership and just being a servant leader. I am looking forward to seeing what SGA has in store for us this year. SGA 2020-2021. I am looking forward to you and your great team. Ivory, thank you so much for taking some time to kick it with us on this PSC Live. We're going to have to do this again. And next time, we're going to have a DJ and everything. I mean, we're going to be lit, right? So I'm looking forward to this again. Thank you so much. We are so proud of you. I know the president is proud. I'm definitely proud. I know Ms. Hunter is proud. I know Dr. Hudson is proud. Dean Lovelace. Listen, I know all the student fairs is proud. You can see Ms. Dr. Clowney Johnson is proud. Ms. Bones is proud. And all chapter. Listen, it's doves flying everywhere. It's doves flying everywhere. Everybody is so proud of you. Thank you for being a part of the show. And I'm going to go to a commercial break, but I wanted to let you know thank you and tell you thank you for all that you're doing to represent Philander Smith College. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to go to a commercial break, and then we'll be up with the next guest.
Anthony Freeman is an extraordinary athlete. At 28, he continues to train and compete on the national stage. Though his sports career started out like most elite athletes, his journey to where he is today has been anything but typical.
There's a lot of expectations going into my freshman year, so ninth grade, I really wanted to show out for my position. I was the starting running back. I was also punt return, kick return, and I was starting the safety, so I was kind of doing it all. I had this backache, this really bad backache, and I just thought it was from like over-exercising or just over-exalting myself. After a while, I noticed at the end of the season, I started urinating blood a little bit. It wasn't until the end of the season until we really found out how severe the injury was. Sent us to the ER, did a lot of blood work, and got a biopsy actually that evening. When I found out about the end-stage renal failure, it was like a scramble of trying to figure out what to do. And the mentality I had was, I guess being a 15-year-old kid was lost hope. I didn't think I had a chance at being a normal kid anymore, so it kind of sent me into a depression. Every night, I couldn't believe that this happened to me, so I kind of cursed everyone. I was super mad, super angry. It got to the point to where my family sort of distanced themselves from me, and I ended up homeless on dialysis for a few years.
At the age of 23, after 7 years on dialysis and years on the waiting list, Anthony was notified that a donor kidney was available.
The day I got the call, I joke about this a lot, but I actually hung up on them 2 times. So I kind of soaked it in for about an hour or two before I could react, but it was just a feeling of like ultimate relief. Afterwards, it was just like, waking up to a new world every single night. I was there for about a week and I cried every night because I was just thinking, I'm gonna be an athlete again. I'm gonna be able to give back to my community. I'm gonna be able to be a voice of reason, a voice of change, a voice of motivation, So it was more so much excitement in the room of like, this is a second chance at life.
Anthony Freeman came to us a couple of years ago. At the time, I was doing a lot of things with UALR and other colleges and stuff, so I wanted somebody who could really connect with those kids on campus. And then I found out he was a recipient, and I was like, man, this really would work well. When
I found out about what they do and the practices, the stand that they take on organ donation and just everything that they do, I just wanted to be a part of that so bad.
He was so appreciative of his gift that he had received that he wanted to give back so much. And he was eager. He was willing to do it in a variety of ways.
I've been through a few transplant games supported by Aurora, and I just can't say how appreciative I am that these guys really believe in me enough to actually say this is our transplant athlete, this is Anthony Freeman. It makes me feel vibrant again, it makes me feel like there's hope again, but thinking about that now, there's so many doors that are open, there's so many opportunities, and academics was just something the least I could do. Just having an education from being a high school dropout to a graduate, and I ended up having the Rotary Scholarship, about 6 other scholarships, ended up being valedictorian of my class, and having the Academic All-Star Scholarship, which they only award that in one person with each college in the state.
I just think that in the future that he will be one of those people that we will be hearing a lot about. I think that he'll make an impact on his community that will be widespread and wide felt. I think that he'll be the person that he might even take my job one day.
Every time I give my speeches to schools, or I just talk to my friends, or I talk to my family, I mention that there's 2 people talking. You know, this is my second chance at life, and we're both living this life together. So me pushing as a 4.0 student, me pushing as an athlete, me pushing as a family man, a support system, motivator, it's all for us.
Aurora exists to help Arkansans by maximizing the opportunities for organ, tissue, and eye donation in the state. And we help to restore lives by recovering organs for transplants. But we can't do it without you.
I literally had to revamp my heart to really pour out and realize that this is it. There's somebody else that's gonna go through the same experience, and if I can live to retell the story, to reiterate the story, to give them inspiration, to give them another hope, to make sure that they know there's a second breath, there's a second chance, I will tell them to live for them.
Because of you, restoring the lives of people like Anthony is possible. Register to become an organ, tissue, and eye donor.
Listen, we are here, and I have some special gentlemen on here with me. I have Mr. Malik and Mark Keith, and listen, you already know what organization they are a part of, and so I am so excited about them being on the show with me. Thank you so much, fellas. Thank you so much.
No problem.
All right, listen, so I definitely know these guys personally. These are some amazing, intelligent, intellectual brothers. I know them personally. Mark Keith is just a humble young man, and Malik is just a talented young man. So if you ever had a chance to look at our PSC cipher for homecoming, and we drop every homecoming, you will see your boy Lico on there, and he is talented. I think I can put them words together the way he does. Maybe I need to sign up for a class with him. But he's a young man. And so I already know that you all wanted to do a special presentation from the Young Beta Chi brothers. And so we appreciate your gift to the school. These young men came together and they wanted to be a part of Day of Giving. So they did just that. Mark Keith, as a recent graduate, he's a recent graduate, a brand new alum. So welcome to the team. Welcome to the alumni.
Appreciate it.
Man, tell me this, Mark Keith. I'm gonna start with you. Tell me this. How does it feel to be out of school? And how does it feel to be out of school? Your undergrad experience is over, and now you transition into the work world, full-time work world. How does that feel?
Honestly, it hit me a little bit. Because sometimes I still want to have fun sometimes. But, you know, it's not the same. It can't be like that no more. You got to time to work, time to pay bills, time to work. You know, you can hang out later.
I understand.
It's the real world now, so you can't have fun if you did undergrad. It's a whole different level now.
So what are you doing now that you've graduated? Are you in grad school? What are you doing?
Yes, I'm currently in grad school at Walden University.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. I know grad school is totally different than undergrad. People don't understand it until they experience it. So I wanted to make sure that I said that it is totally different. And so so Malik, this is your senior year, right? And so are you excited about the senior year, and what are you planning on doing?
Excuse me. I came into this year. I was really motivated for it. You know, it's my senior year. I really want to see what Philander has prepared me for, and how I can use it in the real world. So I'm excited to graduate this year. What I have planned is I do plan on going to grad school for sports management. And what I would do with that degree is I want to be a coach. I have a couple opportunities I've been looking at, been talking to a lot of people. So I want to be a basketball coach. So wherever that takes me, I'm gonna ride the wave.
Right. Okay, so tell me this real quickly, but I'm gonna ask for the same question, right? Tell me one that you can share publicly, right? Tell me a memorable moment that you have had at Philander Smith College.
That's easy. A memorable moment I've had at Philander Smith College is becoming an alpha, and just the community, just not even just alphas on the campus, but just every Greek or for sorority, just everybody, like they embrace you so well. And it's just like when I became Greek, it was like a new door of light open for me. So it was just like I got to perform at homecoming this past year. So it's like I've received so much love and genuine just open arms. So Philander is a great place though. So yeah.
Okay, what about you, Marquis?
My greatest was becoming a stunt model, becoming Mr. Junior, and that was one of the best days of my life right there. And then, like you said, becoming the alpha, man, it turned me to the man that I am now.
Okay, all right. Well, y'all on the couch. This is a lot of alpha talking, right? Y'all line brothers, right? If I remember correctly, right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all line brothers, and I remember, and I am so proud of both of you all. Both of my best friends are alphas. They Beta Chi brothers, actually, and so I got nothing but love in my heart, and I'm just so proud of you all and all of your accomplishments. I'm looking forward to the future and what you all are going to become. You are truly, you guys embody a Philander, what a Philander man is, and most importantly, what a Philanderian is. So, man, I want to thank you for taking time out of your day and spending time with us and kicking it with old Coop on this live. I want to tell you thank you. Is there anything else that you want to say? Is there anything else you want to say before I let you
go? Just grateful to be able to contribute and donate for the day of giving. It's a blessing. I hope to keep doing this. It's a blessing.
It's a blessing being a part of this and providing towards your school. Okay. Can't get no better than that.
I know that's right. Listen, I'm so glad that you brothers decided to come from Marianna, Arkansas, and Indiana to be a part of Philander Smith College. I appreciate you. I hope I got them states right. Marianna and okay. I wanted to make sure I wasn't for you. You know, you'll let me have it after the show, so I got it right. And so, man, thank y'all so much for being a part of. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then I'm going to bring this dynamic administrator that worked so hard with our students. And then after that, listen, we got an alum. She is absolutely amazing. Listen, y'all want to stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. I want y'all to check out these. Both of them are alums, right? And they share some things in common, and you'll find out. But I'm excited about them coming up next. So I'm going to go to a commercial break, and then I want y'all to stay tuned. All right, fellas? Stay tuned with us.
Yes, sir.
Y'all can see who my next guest is. This great administrator. She is amazing, very close to me, and that is my friend, my big sister, and she was a part of my undergrad experience. You look at you trying to figure out who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? I see it on your face, man. Thanks again, and I will be seeing y'all around. All right?
Thank you.
All right.
October 13, 2020. I need all my lovely ladies of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated to heed the call of the Greek chapter. So come on, all my ladies from the Gamma Alpha chapter. I know we can do it. I need you to show up in a big way. Let's answer the call.
Absolutely. Listen, ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha, you heard what Miss Patterson said? Answer the call. I know that you all are going to show up in a big, big way. Listen, it's not coming from me. It's coming from Keisha Rashad Patterson. So I know that you're going to show up in a big, big way. I'm so excited about our next guest. She was a part of my undergrad experience, and I see how she is leading the next generation of leaders here on the campus of Philander Smith College. So I'm not going to prolong it. I'm going to bring her on. It's none other than our very own Philanderian. She bleeds green and gold just like I do. Miss Karen Hunter. How you doing, Miss? All right. Listen, I am so excited about you being on the show. I'm excited about it.
I am excited as well. I'm super excited. You've been doing a phenomenal job facilitating all day. It's been wonderful seeing students, former students, friends of the college. It's just been a great day for PSC, and I'm super, super excited. Thanks for having me.
Listen, I'm excited. Thank you for coming, taking out time and being on the show. I'm seeing that our comment box is being flooded with pink and green. I mean, it's being flooded. I'm seeing pink and green hearts and green and gold hearts. And we've been flooded by that. And I know that you're probably looking at today, you're like, man, some of these people I've really seen, like you knew me when I was 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds lighter and a head full of hair. And look at me now. I am healthy.
You still look great, Coop.
So much. And so I wanted to ask you just a couple of questions. What brought you to Philander Smith College?
Oh, wow, Coop. Well, most people don't know, but I came to Philander Smith as a non-traditional student. I spent 2 years at a PWI, and then I sat out for a little while. But I knew I needed to continue my college education, and my mom was a Philanderian, so I said, hey, why don't I go ahead and give PSC a try? And I promise the experience was unlike any other. It was one of the best choices that I ever made in my life. I just regret that I didn't do all 4 years at Philander Smith, but it's just a phenomenal place, and I'm so glad that I decided to come when I did.
So I asked this question before. What are some of the things that have changed since the time that you were on the yard that has changed now?
Well, of course, you know, the campus looks completely different than when I was a student. Of course, we know and have heard tales about the Greek wall that's no longer there. I can remember spending a lot of time hanging out at that wall, sitting on our bench and just enjoying the fellowship. That's not there. The track, most people don't know about the track, but right where the Kendall Center sits used to be a track, a walking track, and that's not there anymore. But of course, you know, with time, you have to expand, you have to increase the campus. And so I understand the new buildings and the new facilities, which have actually beautified our campus. So it's all wonderful.
Awesome. So I love the fact that you are hands-on with the student leaders. You were hands-on with me as a young student leader and helping to develop me as a student leader. And that is so important. What are some of the things that you share with those student leaders as they try to develop into the person that they will become, how they become strong Philanderians and Philanderians that will give to Philander and support it?
Right. One of the things that I share most often is the fact that I have walked the same walk that they are walking right now. I've sat in the same classes with some of the same professors. So I understand, you know, what it is that they're going through, what it is that they are expecting out of life. So just having that personal experience and being able to share that with our students is absolutely great. I think that this is part of ministry. This is part of what I have been called to do. So not only do I have the opportunity to impart into students' lives and help to grow them, but I also take into consideration that the students speak into my life and help me to become a better person, a better administrator, and even a better Philanderian. So the work at PSC is just outstanding. Every day that I'm there is an opportunity for me to be ministered to and to minister to every person on the campus, not just the students, but my coworkers and colleagues as well.
Listen, you know, you talking my language when you talk history and all of that. This will quickly turn into some type of broadcast for me.
You know I'm a church girl. You know I'm coaching.
Absolutely. Likewise. And so I know that you have a busy schedule, but I want to ask this last question.
Okay.
And I want you to stay tuned for my next guest because she is absolutely phenomenal. One of the sweetest people that I met, and I remember her. I actually remember her when I was a student. I remember her coming back from home. She probably don't even think that I remember her, but I absolutely do. So I want you to stay tuned for our next guest. But I wanted to ask you this. I know that, and I've been asking everybody this because I want our freshmen to understand and know that we are thinking about them and that we love them and that we are garrisoning around them. And so my question is simple. It is, what would you say to them to encourage them to stay the course? What would you say to them to encourage them to stay the course? We know that it's an unconventional time. We know that the experience that we had in our freshman year coming at Philander or our Philander experience looks vastly different than what they're experiencing. I don't remember wearing a mask. You know, even when I was sick, I didn't have to go to Nurse Freeman with a mask on, right? But now you have to go to classes with a mask. You have to be in your room sometimes with a mask, in common areas with the mask, even outside sometimes with a mask. So what would you say to them to encourage them?
Just as you said, stay the course. Just because we're in unconventional times and this is the new normal, it doesn't change the face that Philander is family. And so I would encourage students to keep that mindset, that family orientation at heart, because even though we're not close, even though we have to practice social distancing, we're still here. We're still together. We're just a phone call away. We're an email away. Whatever it is that we need to do, just remain connected to family, and we can all get through this together. Philander is a resilient family. We're a resilient community. We have overcome many obstacles in our past, and we'll overcome this just like we have done in the past. So just stay connected. Be mindful of the fact that we are still family, and of course, keep God at the center of everything that you do.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Evangelist Miss Hunter. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to spend with us, to empower and encourage and tell us as Philanderians the importance of giving to the school, importance of undergirding the school, particularly this time. If you've never given before, this is the time to give. This is the time. CUs like Philander College really need our alums to step up and show up in a big way. So again, thank you for all that you do. I know some of the things that you do personally, the things that we do out of our pockets, and it's because we are Philanderians. And the truth of the matter is that Philanderians have big hearts. That's just who we are. That's how we're made. That is a part of the DNA of Philander Smith College. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes, I think that you're going to be absolutely pleased with our next guest because she is absolutely amazing. So thank you so much, Ms. Hunter, and stay tuned.
All right. Thanks.
All right. So listen, I'm excited. We are going to Atlanta. We're going to Atlanta, and you know we love Atlanta. I know I love Atlanta. I love Atlanta for a couple of reasons. I love going to Busy Bees. I love going to Pascal's. I love going to Atlantic Station. I just love that. And at one point, I was a part of the Atlanta chapter. So I'm going to bring our next guest in. I'm looking forward to sharing this space with her.
I am doing fabulous. Thank you for that awesome introduction, Kevin. I'm glad to be here.
Absolutely amazing. What a joy it is for you to be on the show. And so I'm just going to dive right in. You are a Philanderian. I see you're rocking for your pen, and we were talking about voter registration and all of that and the importance of voting. And so I just had to acknowledge your pen. I had to acknowledge it.
That's my pen. Thank you.
Tell us how you ended up here at Philander Smith College. How did you get here?
Well, I grew up in Little Rock and graduated from high school in Little Rock. And many of you probably know my mom, Donna Collins, who works in the education department. and we are super close. So when it became time to go to college, I didn't want to go too far away, but I really, really wanted to go to an HBCU. And so at that time, there was an organization, it actually, the name escapes me right now, but I actually was awarded a 4-year scholarship to attend Philander Smith College from this nonprofit. And so it was a win-win situation.
Awesome. So listen, tell me an experience that you had, at a memorable experience that sometimes, you know how it is, you know, you go through life and you think back and you reflect at some of those moments that just put a smile on your face or make you just, you know, giggle or laugh or tell us an experience like that you've had.
There are so many. I mean, there are literally so many experiences. So I attended Philander Smith College from 1994 to 1998, and it was a very different campus than the one that you all are on right now. And I can just remember the registration line and being in line, and it's super hot. And the only way you could get in line, you know, closer to the front of the line is if you were on the dean's list. Otherwise, you just had to sit there and be hot and die. And one of my most fondest memories is standing in that long line as a freshman. So, of course, I didn't have a GPA at that time, but standing in the enormously long line in the August heat outside, even the line, you know, winding inside of the administration building, no air. And these wonderful young ladies just walking around passing out bottled water and welcoming us to Philander Smith College. And of course, they would be none other than the glorious Gamma Alpha women of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So while I had absolutely no dreams of joining Greek life, those women made an impression on me in that hot registration line. And we have been rocking for 25 years now. I have the best friends of my life are from Gamma Alpha. So many fond memories of gathering in the pit, which was like our little cafeteria area, getting a burnt grilled cheese sandwich. I mean, just many, many memories. The Mims Auditorium, what we thought was the new building then, the science, I guess, business building, where the gym is, all those things were new when, you know, as we matriculated. So just so many memories, amazing friendships, amazing teachers, and just everything about my experience. I tell my children now, that's the best time of my life. Absolutely love Philander Smith College.
You talked about the pit, that memories for me. So when you talk about the pit, and it, you know, I used to get burgers from the pit, and I don't know really the grill, but I'm telling you, that was some of the best burgers I ever had. And maybe it was just seasoning in the grill. Not even
it was the seasoning and the love and the camaraderie of it all. Not just the burger, but just the whole experience of, I'm going to the pit. Okay, it's not open. When is it going to open? I don't even know. I really have my heart set on the cheeseburger. When do they open? I don't know. Just the whole experience.
You know, when students ask about, you know, like, oh, cool, you know, they have it. It's called the bistro. So their pit is called the bistro. I mean, it's
fancy.
And so it's a great experience. But when you start talking about the breezeway, the Greek yard, and just those experiences, I mean, it really embodies Philander Smith, right? Just every time I think about Philander, and I'm sure that you share the same sentiments, is that it's just family, right? It's just family. And so tell me, I know that you are the president of the Atlanta Alumni Chapter there in Atlanta. And so I know that and we get tons of students, and so that graduate and have their eyes set on Atlanta, right? So and so even when I was in Atlanta, you were there to welcome me and bring me in, and it was just you and Earl, everybody. It was just great. And so it is important for students, once you graduate, to be connected to an alumni chapter. Right, it's important to do that, and so how do you get a part? So I moved to Atlanta. I'm a new student. I just graduated from Philander Smith College. I moved to Atlanta, or sometimes you live in the outskirts of Atlanta. Like I live, say you live in Atlanta, right? How do I get connected to the alumni chapter?
Well, you can check out our Facebook page, which is just the Greater Atlanta Philander Smith Alumni Chapter, where I post our meetings and any important information. Reach out to, you can email me, but the school also has an updated list of the alumni chapters. So please, anybody who's coming for a visit, even if you're coming for a visit or if you are relocating here, please reach out, because there's a nice little group of us who would love to welcome you to the chapter, to the city. Again, if you're just relocating and have questions about moving here, please definitely reach out anytime. We're family.
We are absolutely family. How is your family? I was just about to ask about those three beautiful young ladies.
They are fabulous. They are busy, and they are keeping us all at a level of a certain amount of patience while we have virtual learning. So everyone's healthy, and that's important, and I'm thankful for that. Thank you for asking.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. I know that you have a busy schedule, but I appreciate you coming on and encouraging our students, talking about your experience at Philander Smith College, and the impact. A lot of times people don't understand that first impressions means a lot when it comes to being a student leader or a servant leader. That means a whole lot. And I remember, like you remember, my first experience. One of the first people that I remember was Ryan Holmes. And he Mega Psi Phi, but he was such a great student leader that it made an impact. No, I didn't pledge on Mega Psi Phi, but he and I appreciate his just his leadership and guidance as I was trying to start my journey as a freshman at Philander Smith College. And so listen, thank you so much. And I went to school with your little brother Ty. So that was my friend, and of course Miss Collins. Everybody know Miss Collins, because she is the songbird of the school. So we all it is. But again, thank you so much for being a part of the show. We just appreciate you and everything that the Atlanta chapter does that undergird and support Philander Smith College. Oh, look! Now look at Miss Collins. You see Miss Collins?
I see her comment.
So that's your mom right there. Thanks for saying. Okay, thank you, Miss Collins, for entrusting Philander Smith College with your babies. Thank you.
I could not have made a better decision. I honestly could not have made a better decision. So I want to encourage everyone to vote, and make sure you donate, give back to the school. These are trying times with this administration, and funds are getting cut all across the board for HBCUs, and we need your support. So please, no amount's too small. Forego your weekly Starbucks and give something back to this amazing, outstanding institution. Thanks so much for inviting me.
Thank you so much, and I will be talking to you soon.
Okay, great.
All right.
Bye-bye, everyone.
It's that time of year again, the annual PSC Day of Giving on October the 13th. I am challenging all of my sorors in the Gamma Gamma chapter and the Central Arkansas area to participate in giving. Give with a purpose. I know all my sorors are going to show up in a big way.
Listen. You heard what alumni Miss Tracy Shine said, that she know that all of the deltas are going to show up in a big way. My timeline, the school's timeline has been flooded with pink and green hearts. And so I'm looking for these red and white hearts. I know that they are going to show up. I know that personally, Miss Ficklin, who works in the office, my colleague and my teammate, has been making calls and doing all that she can do. So I'm encouraging all of our Greeks to make sure that you participate in the Greek challenge. You want to be on the road. It's like church. You want your name to be on the road. You want your organization to be on the road. Not only that, but we had the class challenge. The class challenge is still going on. The class of 69 was in the lead. So make sure that you rep your class. We want to see you. We want to hear you. We want to know your story. So I'm excited about our next guest. She is absolutely phenomenal. She is someone who I remember from my Greek, when I became a Greek, and my Greek experience, and she is still training young Greeks at Philander Smith College to this day. Not only is she a great person that gives to other Greeks, but she is just an articulate and wonderful, wonderful, wonderful speaker. I am so excited about her. She is a woman of poise. She's a woman of grace. She is just intelligent, and I am so excited. I know you're like, who are you talking about? I am talking about Miss Crystal Barker, and I am about to bring her on. The wait is over. Ready or not, here she comes. Here she comes, Miss Barker. Miss Barker, how you doing?
Hey, how are you, Kevin Cooper? I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm always excited. You know, always excited to see you. I'm always excited to be able to converse with you. And I'm excited because this is PSC Day of Giving. This is PSC Day of Giving. And so I know that you bleed green and gold just like I bleed green and gold. So I'm going to dive right in if that's okay with you. Can I dive?
That is fine.
All right. And so, okay, so my first question is, how did you end up at Philander Smith?
Well, I ended up at Philander Smith. I just have to give all glory to God. I was attending the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. My mother got sick and I came home. I'm a native of North Little Rock, Arkansas. And I just could not end. I knew God had so much and a purpose for my life. And I just came over, registered, and the rest is history. In 1999, I was one of those graduates sitting on the front lawn of Philander Smith College receiving my degree. And I give all glory to God and all of the Philander Smith family.
Listen, that is, and truly, that is a lot of our stories. When we really think back to our stories as Philanderians, the truth of the matter is, it is really nobody but God, right? That God and sustained us through our journey, our matriculation through here. So tell me this: what was a memorable moment that you had at Philander Smith College that this put a smile on your face, or maybe you think back, you're at the grocery store or you're driving and you start thinking about that particular moment? Could you share one of those?
Well, I had several moments, but one in particular was when I was serving in the Gamma chapter of Delta Theta Sorority Incorporated. At that time, I was serving as the state facilitator for the state of Arkansas. And those that don't know what that is, state facilitator is the lead collegiate for that state. So I was Arkansas state facilitator. At that time, I didn't feel gifted in speaking. I didn't know, but I was invited to be a part of a panel which consisted of Dr. Kibby Reed, Lottie Shackelford, Catherine Mitchell, at the time, our president, Dr. Gwendolyn Boyd, and I was the one on the panel that didn't have doctor in front of my name. But when the event was over, they all said we didn't need to be up here. We could allow Crystal to speak. So at that time, Mr. Cooper, I feel like that's when God imparted in me, this is part of your purpose. And I contributed a lot of that to my years here at Philander Smith College under the leadership of my soror, Dr. Trudy Kibby Reed, who would pull me out as a non-traditional student to be a part of several different committees and activities and all of those different things. I had a little girl at that time. My daughter was 6 years old. And, you know, it was one of those things, do I go to class with my daughter? So she said, you bring that baby to class. So all of you that are saying, I can't do it, make no excuses. It was so phenomenal that at the graduation, Dr. Reed said, we have a half of a degree and we need to give it to Crystal Barker's daughter. So I contribute a lot of what I've done, what God allowed me to do from some of my start here on the campus of Philander Smith College.
Wow. And what you, and that is so true. And this is something that I remember. So when I became an SGA president, I wanted to make a big splash. And I remember you being here, right? So I remember you being, and I think at that time you were either at the advisor, or I know you were in a leadership role with the ladies of Gamma Gamma. In fact, they were just coming back. It was fall 07. And they was just coming back, and I know that you were part of our training and all of that. But I'll never forget that year. I wanted to do something special for those ladies, right? Because at that time, Miss PSC was she is a member of Delta Sigma Theta and Gamma Gamma, and so I invited my friend who I grew up with, Unique Jones. At that time, she was the second vice president, second vice president, and I believe she was serving with Dr. Gwendolyn Boyd on that administration. And I'll never forget that I was nervous about it. I didn't know what I was doing. Only thing I knew is that my friend Unique was coming down, and you looked at me, you probably don't even remember. You said, young man, I'll take it from here. And that program, I mean, you had that program running. So let me just tell you, and that was like 13, 14 years ago. Let me tell you, thank you, because you saved the day. You saved the day. I didn't know anything about, platform seating and, putting the program together. All I knew was that was my friend. And so you did that. You definitely did that for me, Sister Barker. So thank you. Thank you. 14 years later, I'm saying thank you for doing that for me, because that was a memory that it will forever be in my heart, and that really sealed my leadership as a president, as a new SGA president. So I want to publicly say thank you for all that you are doing, still doing for Philander Smith College, what you are doing for the ladies of Gamma Gamma here, for the students at Philander Smith College, and what you did personally for me. And you never know. And I was saying that earlier, you never know that the impact that someone will make on you, the impact that you leave on someone's life. You never know that. But you left one in my life. That's why I'm always excited to see you and talk with you. And I always, when I find out that you are speaking and doing the training with the Greeks, I make sure that I'm going to be over there. Always introduce you, because you saved me. You saved the day. So thank you so much for that. So this is it's an unconventional time. We have freshmen who have come back, who have started their collegiate journey in an unprecedented space where we have a pandemic. And so what are some of the things, what is something that you would tell them to encourage them to stay the course? I can imagine by now that they may be a little like, you know what, I just can't do it. I'm burned out. This is not the college experience that I signed up for. This is not the HBCU experience that I signed up for. So something that you would impart into them to strengthen them and encourage them to stay the course.
Well, what I would say to freshmen is this. Yes, these are uncertain times. They're unprecedented times. There are times that we have never seen. But always know this. We didn't know about them, but God knew about them. And when God destined your plan and your purpose, as Jeremiah 29:11 says, for I know the plans I have for you. God knew that the pandemic would be here, and he knew that you would be inspired to be a student here at Philander Smith College. So what I would say is keep moving forward. As the slogan says, keep moving forward. Just believe in you and do it in a manner in which is safe, but don't give up. Do not quit, because the best is yet to come. It may look gloomy now because of the pandemic, but the sun shall shine one day, and you'll look back and say, look what God brought me through. And you'll be able to help the next group of students that are coming behind you. You'll be able to mentor those that may come into some other obstacles in their life. This is not forever. This too shall pass. And God has placed you here maybe for just such a time as this. And Mr. Cooper, I want to thank you for acknowledging that time. I always tell people I'm here. I don't come to impress anyone. but I come to try to bless everybody that I can. I know my day, God has given me whatever, and I just want to do what I can, when I can, how I can, and for who I can, because I know who can. So with that being said, I would encourage freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, that stay the course. You have a thing here, Philander, that says forward. In other words, keep moving forward. Press toward the mark of the high call. Move all the obstacles out the way. Your destiny has been planned for you. And while I sit here, we know under these times, money is funny and change is strange, and debit sometimes don't give credit. So what we're asking is for all of you Gamma sorors that may be just looking because you on Facebook. If you see this live feed, send a donation to Philander Smith College. You are going to make a difference in the life of some young person. We need all donations. We need to do better with our giving back. You can give up a meal or two for 1 week and make a contribution to the college. I brought my Crimson wallet to make our donation, and I must tell you, I was leaving work and saw the live feed. I text Sarah Freeman and said, how do I give? She invited me. I'm supposed to be somewhere else, but because of my love and my passion for Philander Smith College, and I'm knowing too much is given, much is required. So I'm here to give my donation on behalf of me, a graduate of 1999, as well as my daughter who graduated from Philander Smith College. So make no excuses, sorors, friends, wannabes, whatever you are. Make those donations because somebody needs your help. And remember, somebody helped you when you needed help. So give to Philander Smith College this day, October 13, 2020. Make no excuses. Just go in your purses and make the donation.
Thank you. It's nothing more I can say, but thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you so much for uplifting. It was people, as you can see, people were typing in hallelujah, amen. We need that even as alums, even as community partners. We need that. And that Jeremiah 29:11 has been in my heart since the pandemic has started. You know what I'm saying? That it's all a part of the plan. It's already, so he's not going to leave you, but I don't want to get started. But I just know that that is a part of the plan. So you don't have to be weary in your well-doing, for you if you faint not. And so listen, thank you so much. You even, oh my goodness, you even got the president.
Thank you.
You are a blessing. And so thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ms. Barker. Thank you for everything that you are doing for Philander. I know that we are so proud of everything that you're doing. I love you. I know the president is proud. I know that the students in Gamma Gamma and the women of Delta Sigma Theta are proud of you. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to go to a commercial break. I might have to run around after. I might have to run around doing that break because he's been that good to me. And I know he's been good to me. And he's been good to you, that he will be good to Philander Smith College.
Thank you.
We have need, but I know that he is going to keep us. Thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Smothers, and thank you, Philander Smith family. We're here because of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Calling all Panthers, a warm hello to Panther Nation from your new AD, Roderick Smothers Jr. And I am excited about the 2020 Day of Giving on October 13th, 2020. And so should you. And joining me today, come here ladies, come join me real quick. I have a few ladies from our championship basketball team who just won the first ever Gulf Coast Championship for Philander Smith College. I have Miss Lorena here, who's from Star City, Arkansas. I have Miss Leah here, who's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Then I have Miss Anika here, who's from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And these ladies need your help. We have a $25,000 campaign where we're looking to raise money to help these ladies like this continue their education in athletics. And so we hope that you will rise to the challenge and help the department raise $25,000. Will you rise to the challenge?
Let's see you rise to the challenge, AD. Did you say rise to the challenge? Oh!
She rose to the challenge. Now will you?
What's up, y'all? It's your frat brother, Chuck Mitchell. And on October 13th, 2020, PSC will be holding its annual Day of Giving. I need all my brothers from the Phi chapter in the great state of Arkansas and the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated to come out and support PSC. I already know that the Sigmas are going to show out in a major way. Go Mob.
So you heard the message from Chalk Mitchell, one of my big brothers when I was a student here at Philander Smith College, and he is giving a charge to all of the men of Phi Beta Sigma Phi chapter. Make sure that you give. He said he knows that you're going to show up in a big, big way. So make sure that you are giving, donating. You can text PSC Day 20 to 41444. Listen, we have a very special guest with us today. I'm excited about this guest. He is a staple. He is a staple. He is a staple here at Philander Smith College. He does a lot of community work. He does a lot of support for our athletic department. It is none other than our very own Reverend C.E. McAdoo. I'm ready to bring him in. I'm ready to bring him in. Reverend Mac.
I'm in the house.
You're in the house. How you doing, Reverend Mac?
I'm doing fine and better just being on this property.
All right. Let me ask this. I would be remiss if I didn't ask. How is Lady Mac doing? How is Lady McAdoo doing?
She's standing in the need of prayer because she's been with me over 50 years, and I think you don't pray two for her. You need to pray 2 per day for her. But she's doing prayer. To make a long story short.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, Reverend McAdoo. I have had the distinct pleasure of being able to see some of your some old yearbooks and able to see you back in the day and just in hearing stories about you. But I want to know what brought you to Philander Smith College. What brought you here?
Well, it was my connection with the Methodist Church. I'd grown up in the church. I had never been to Arkansas. When the new president came, I was able to come. He had been in Tennessee, and I came down with Dr. Dixon. I knew his son. Ernest and I were the same age, his younger son. So that's what got me to Arkansas in 1965, August 26, 4:25 in the afternoon, sitting over by the old men's dormitory.
So tell me this. What was a memorable moment that you had when you were a student at Philander Smith College?
It was that it was many memorable moments. One thing, I tried to keep it within 4 years. 4 years, no summer's degree. That's what, so I tried to make sure that I came for that reason. But the memorable moments were, you can't just put in one context. It was more so that you were able to find people who wanted you to do your best. And so that's what happened to me. I was a political science major. As I look at what's going on in the world today, I guess I would say a lot of contact with Dr. Lewis. I was very active on campus, student government, those kind of things. But I was encouraged the whole way to be the kind of person you need to be to make a difference. One thing, I tell you, the memorable moment was when they told us, when you graduate from Philander Smith College, you become a citizen of the world. In other words, that enabled us no matter where we went. I've been in the military, I've been to grad school, I've been a whole lot of places. I've dealt with folks all around the world, and I got that base here at Philander. They said, you're a citizen of the world, so you do that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Reverend Mac, I know a couple of things about you. I know that you are a member of Phi Beta Sigma. I had to say that. You are a proud member of Phi Beta Sigma. So I wanted to bring that up. But also the second thing that I know is that when times are not like now, where we're not going through a pandemic, we can find you at Philander Smith College in the men's gym, supporting the Lady Panthers in the Panthers at the basketball game.
Right.
And I know that you have the Athletic Hall of Fame, that you organized that. And so I wanted you to speak to why it's so important for us to make sure that we donate and give to our athletic department.
Well, I know you said I, but it's a we thing. I've been blessed to have a number of supporters down through the years, and some that were not even when I was here, but others who either played basketball, ran track, even those who played football. There's a camaraderie that I think young athletes need. And the one thing you want your athletes to have is all the what they need. That's volleyball. What we have now is volleyball and basketball, men's and women. So it just didn't look good for our students not to have what they need. And I've been blessed to just be a one caller. I make one call. I say, hey, we're going to start with 100. And some of them said, Mac, I just sent you a little more. I ain't going to tell you how much more, but some of them said more than 100 I asked for. So I'm just saying, I want my Philander friends, those who were in the 60s, and but the thing is, but then I was blessed to be the campus minister in the 80s. So I saw President Moore. I remember when he was here shooting that rock. So I'm just saying I've supported the athletic program down through the years. But I want to get back. You said I was a member of Phi Beta Sigma. Come on. Also, I'm on financial. Hold it. I'm headed somewhere. Philander Smith College. I'm a life member of financial. You know what I'm saying? In other words, we need to support the school, and it's not just giving that one time. It's being able to give while you can. One of the things that I'm kind of incorporating this in a lifestyle. I try not to even use the term lifestyle. I use life way. I have a life way of giving to that what has blessed me. I wrote a book called Budgetitis, and I lost 2 finance chairs behind that. And I wonder what happened to them. They said, well, I can't give that. The basis of the book was, give as God has blessed you. God has blessed Philanderians and blessed me. So that was one of my frustrations. When I was on the board, a lot of people may or may not know that, when you're a member of the board, you cannot give to the English department or the science department in a direct way because you got to give to the whole college. So I gave to the whole college. But once I got off the board, I could focus my attention on the athletic department. And so I could solicit, still give to the general college and general scholarships and other needs, but also focus on the students that were part of athletics.
Reverend Mac, I mean, that's why you're one of my favorite preachers. You know that I've been over to the church, and but that is important. It's important to make sure that we bless the very thing that blessed us.
Right.
That's important, and that is the true meaning of paying it forward, right? That's the true meaning of paying it forward. And as I was talking to some of our alums, and you know Miss Veronica Nesbitt and Miss Yerling Miller, and just and to have an opportunity, as I want to say to you, thank you, because the truth of the matter is that we stand on you all's shoulders. We stand on you all's shoulders, and the fact that you all are still paying it forward is the reason why it is so important to me as an alum and an employee of Philander Smith College to always find myself in a posture of giving and serving and being that servant leader, and how important it is for us in this day and time where HBCUs are being challenged with issue strengths and different things like that, and enrollment strengths. It is important for us as alums and as friends of Philander and as community partners to give, to help with the sustainability of the college and to help our students get to and through college so that they can be in the place and sit in the seats that we are currently sitting in. So thank you so much, Reverend McAdoo. Yes, sir.
Well, I just want to say it was a privilege and an honor to be asked to come. So I want to thank Philander Smith for asking me to do this. But I want to also go back of always thinking forward. When I came to Arkansas, some 56 years ago, my mother said something to me that I think has empowered me. And you've said it in different kinds of ways. She said, you are living off the prayers of others. And when you let that sink in, I got to thinking about that. And I thought about when I came of those who prayed for me and back then, I'm just throwing this out. Philander was on the 3-point grading scale. And so when you made a D, the professor would say, you made a D, but you got to do better. You were not going to leave here if you were not an average student. You had to make a C average. But I think I thought about that, and as you mature, I'm speaking to some of my legacy friends out there. Those who may not be given, they may not ever given one dime. But I'm just saying to you, you've got a legacy. You've got 100 or 1,000 or 5,000 laying around that you can say, I want to give that to Philander to make a difference. And somebody said, well, what they gonna do with the money? You pay your taxes, don't you? That's the Holy Ghost. But do you keep up what they do with that? I mean, that's part of what I get with sometimes people don't realize. Text PSC day 20 241-444. Was I supposed to say that or you say it?
No, you can say it. It's right there. Everybody can see it, so you can say it.
And when you look in on it, said, C. McAdoo just got up and he touched me in such a way that I had to go and text at least 100 or 200 or 500. But I really think we've got to be for real what's going on at HBCUs. I've been blessed to be in a situation where I see what other colleges are doing, and then I look at what we're doing for ourselves. And so I just want to thank you for this invitation.
Well, thank you so much, Reverend Mack, for making time out for Philander Smith College. This has been an absolutely phenomenal day. Listen, we're about to close out the show, but I want you to know that you can still give. You can still give. The Greek Challenge is still going on. The class challenge and class of 69, last I checked, was in the lead. I definitely want to give a shout out to the class of 1970 because this would have been their 50-year anniversary. And so we definitely want to give a shout out to them because we know that because of the pandemic, they weren't able to have the convention the normal way. But I wanted to make sure that I said something about them and all of the great work that they are doing. You see Dr. Jenkins saying, yes, sir, she was listening to you. She is a rock star. She was on the show with us earlier on the midday show, and she just rocked the house, but you know she always does.
Right, that's right. I appreciate it.
Does. And so again, I want to say thank you so much, Reverend Mack, for spending time with us on today and really empowering us and understanding the importance of each of us giving to our institution. Listen, you support what you love. I always say that you support what you love. And so because we love Philander Smith and we say we love Philander Smith, we have to make sure that we support Philander Smith. And like they say, I learned this in the Methodist Church, in your time and your treasures and your talent. And so make sure that we are supporting Philander Smith College in all of those ways. No gift is too small. That's the truth. And oftentimes people try to wait and say, well, I don't have that 100 to give, or I'm not at a certain place. You can give $18.77. You can give $10, whatever. We would appreciate it. You will be surprised how far that gift, that seed will go. So again, Reverend Mack, thank you so much for being a part of the show. Thank you everybody who tuned into the show, for the 9 a.m. show, to the midday show, to the 5 p.m. show. Thank you so much again, Reverend Mack. Thank you, Tell Lady Mack. I said hello, and I'm so thankful that you were part of this show. I'm going to go to a commercial break.
Okay. Well, I want you to know I'm old school, so I brought my check.
Okay, and
I'm saying, what I'm saying, it wouldn't be right for me. I told my wife, I said, let me get my checkbook. It wouldn't be right for me to come up there and talk and not put something in. So the offering plates going around.
Listen, you got the people fired up. My great frat brother, Dr. Terry Esper, he just committed $1,000 for today. So thank you to my frat brother, and thank you for charging everybody to give. It's important. It's just important. And so we're on fire. I see that Mr. King saying that this Greek challenge is going. It is all the chain. The sororities are exploding. Mr. King, like David, yes, that's right.
Listen, I love it.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
We are on fire. I'm excited. I knew that the night show was going to be amazing. Thank you so much, Reverend Matt. Thank you.
All right. God bless everybody.
What's going on, Philander family? My name is Reggie, and I'm a member of the Beta South Chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi here in Philander. On October 13th, 2020, we will be hosting our annual PSC Day of Giving. Now, I'm pretty sure the boys of Beta Tau, as well as the men of Little Rock Alumni, are going to show out and show up and support PSC Day of Giving. Thank you.
How you doing? It's your boy Noel Lyons at Philander College, and it's that time of giving again. On October 13th, 2020, PSC will host its annual PSC Day of Giving. And I need all my frat brothers of Alpha Alpha Fraternity Incorporated to come out and show out. And I already know that the brothers of Beta Chi and Pi Lambda will combine forces and show out. Thank you.
Talk to you today about the Philander Smith College Day of Giving to be held October 13, 2020. I need all my lovely ladies of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated to heed the call of the Greek chapter. So come on, all my ladies from the Gamma Alpha chapter. I know we can do it. I need you to show up in a big way. Let's answer the call.
It's your Sora, Tawana Campbell, and this is my legacy.
Sora, Zoe Campbell.
It's that time of year again, a day of giving. Dear Philander Smith College will be hosting it on October 13th. I'm counting on you, Soras, Theta Sig, especially
Alpha Xi,
to donate and show up in a major way. I know all of my Soras will do so. Greater service.
Greater progress.
Hey, this is Julian Blount, the Tau Chapter President of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated here at Philander Smith College. It's that time of year again. On October 13, 2020, PSC will be having its annual Day of Giving, and I know all of my amazing Arkansas Zetas will be showing up and showing out. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Owen Wills, and this is Javante Mitchell, and we are both brothers of the Pi Sigma chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And it is that time of year again.
On October 13, 2020, our dear PSC will be hosting its annual PSC Day of Giving.
And we need all of you, frats, sororities, anybody in Arkansas to come out, rep your organization, and show us what you got, especially the brothers.
Especially Pi Sig.
This is your Sora, Tracy Sean. It's that time of year again, the annual PSC Day of Giving on October the 13th. I am challenging all of my sorors in the Gamma Gamma chapter and the Central Arkansas area to participate in giving. Give with a purpose. I know all my sorors are going to show up in a big way.
What's up, y'all? It's your frat brother, Chuck Mitchell. And on October 13th, 2020, PSC will be holding its annual Day of Giving. I need all my brothers from the Phi chapter in the great state of Arkansas and the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated to come out and support PSC. I already know that the Sigmas are going to show out in a major way. Go Mob.
Listen, when college days are adding in, our hearts forever toil you've been, but the loyalty will always be a part of you, dear PSC. Listen, this has been absolutely phenomenal. I have enjoyed our day together, from the morning show to the midday show to the evening show. It has been absolutely amazing. You have made this day of giving a day of giving for the books. So on behalf of our president, Dr. Roderick L. Smothers, and our vice president of institutional advancement, Mr. Charles King, and the OIA staff, we want to tell you thank you. Thank you for your giving. Thank you for your support of Philander Smith College on this great day of giving. Yes, listen, the day of the PSC Live it's over for the day, but guess what? You have until 12 o'clock to give. You have until, 11:59 p.m. to give, to make your gift count. So make sure you don't stop giving. You don't stop giving. Make sure that you give. You text PSC Day 20 to 41444, or you can go to the website at Philander, www.philander.edu, or you could come and mail it in to the school, or we will take it over the phone. But we want to say thank you. Tag your friends. You still have time to give. You see, Mr. King is saying tag your friends. After this is over, go back to the previous show. There is a playback, so you can go back and see some of the guests that we have had that you might have missed. Go back and look at that. You still have time to give. Again, thank you for this opportunity to serve as your host for our first ever all virtual PSC Day of Giving. Listen, enjoy the rest of your evening. We appreciate you. We love you, and we are Philander forward.